this video, I will talk with you about effective modern learning environment of early childhood education and how we can make this environment as an early childhood educator. It is the responsibility of educators and architects of classrooms to create spaces that promote positive relationships between students and their environments. Life in early childhood classrooms organizes and clusters around the relationships between adults, children, and the space they occupy. There are smatterings of new thoughts and the recession of previously influential architectural ideas that are significantly changing the way classrooms are designed. These new movements are breaking away from the traditional accepted design codes. Rather than considering the classroom as the most important space in the center, today's code suggests that all the physical spaces are interrelated, tangible components of design that support relationships between adults and young children. A modern learning environment, unlike the traditional one, is a learning space that is more interactive, innovative, and connected. The primary purpose of a modern learning environment is to help children learn better and follow the modern ways of learning to meet future challenges. A modern learning environment basically comprises but isn't limited to audiovisual aids and connected devices. Audiovisual aids are touchscreen displays and projectors and so on. The connected devices are tablets, notebooks, and smartphones. Typically, there are three interdependent components of a learning environment. These are physical environment, social environment, and temporal environment. Physical environment is the overall design and layout of the room, whereas social environment is the interactions that occur within the learning environment between children, teachers, and family members. The temporal environment is the timing, sequencing, and the length of routines and activities that take place throughout the day. A good early childhood learning environment promotes independence and autonomy with digital technology and ICT. How to create an independent, technology-rich learning space. Familiar yourself with all regulations which concern any aspect of using ICT in the early childhood education centers. Remember that your child's safety is the highest priority. Do not accept old hardwares which someone wants to donate to you. Build your ICT space. Remember your priorities are safety, functionality and practicality, manageability, arrangement, and flexibility. Manageability is the successful integration of digital technology that can begin with just one computer or iPad. Arrangement is you should be able to easily supervise everyone and everything going on in the corner. Flexibility means as your needs evolve, the space should allow for future modifications. Have the ICT corner connected to the internet. Have new furniture made for that space if possible. Pay attention to proper lighting. This must be easily adjustable. In addition to the ICT requirements, the corner must meet all the requirements for a safe early childhood learning environment. If you have an interactive whiteboard, you will need to pay attention to its height so that the children could easily operate it independently. Establish the rules of usage for your colleagues as well as for the children. Ensure that they are clear, visible, and understandable to both children, staff, and parents. All the wires must be hidden. For children to choose and play independently, it is a good idea to have a provision of ICT tools to incorporate into the areas of learning, such as everyday technology or role play toys, computers and printers, web cameras and microphones, carefully chosen software, internet access, interactive whiteboard, digital camera, digital movie maker, talking photo albums, and cards. Additionally, using tablet computers such as iPads can be used to create a more inclusive early childhood learning environment. Play and pedagogy are two constructs that have informed recommendations for an early childhood learning environment that should be based on exploration, creativity, imagination, motion, and emotions that integrate play in daily practices in ways that enable them to meet their learning outcomes. In a digital society, the goals of an technology-rich learning environment should always be empowered and independence. The value that ICT can add to an early childhood learning environment depends on the choices that you make as an early childhood practitioner about which tools to select and when and how to use them. Now let's talk what are the benefits of modern learning environments. The educators teach different and better when the learning environment changes. Some basic changes in the classroom design can lead to student-centered learning. It also proves the fact that teachers are able to deliver better in a modern learning environment. Modern learning impacts the learning outcomes. A student led by the Center of Educational Innovation found that students with lower overall ACT grades performed just as well as their peers with higher ACT scores when they were provided an active modern learning environment. This shows how impactful a modern environment can be. Modern learning environments suit all learning styles. A traditional learning environment is suited for the students who prefer both auditory and visual learning. In a modern learning environment, teachers can use experimentation, kinesthetics, collaboration, active discussion, and even flexible classrooms to make sure that their teaching style suits the learning style of every student. Modern learning styles promote natural learning and curiosity. In a traditional learning environment, students are supposed to listen to the teacher and save questions for later, which kind of confuses the students. Well, modern learning environments function differently. Students get more opportunities to ask questions, which keeps them curious, obviously, and the teachers can explain the concepts in an engaging manner with access to modern technology such as interactive whiteboards, audiovisual aids, etc. Now let's see how can teachers create this effective modern learning environment to the early childhood environment setting. The educator can encourage curiosity. Instead of delivering just lectures during your class, encourage curiosity among the students. You can add a question box in the class where they can drop their answers and you can answer those questions at the beginning or at the end of the class. What's more, you can encourage the learners to ask questions more frequently. However, make sure to tell them that there are no questions There are no stupid questions. This will help build confidence, reduce hesitation, and make them more curious. The second way is the educators can integrate technology during their lessons. Technology plays a crucial role in the modern learning, so make sure to include some type of technology in your classroom. For instance, you can ask the school authority for smart boards, a projector, interactive whiteboards, and tablets for each student in your classroom. Or you can also get access to computer lab if possible. Doing the above will help the youngsters enjoy learning. Also, as the children have become accustomed to using technology at home, the availability of technology at school will make them feel as if they are belong there. The educator can encourage adaptive learning. As stated earlier, no two individuals are alike, and this calls for unique learning methods such as adaptive learning. With adaptive learning, you can cater to the unique needs of every student and allow them to learn at their own pace. That's it for this video. I hope you guys got some